Mark Johnston said, "There is no evidence for, or even any sort of scientific view that there is any sort of climate emergency. Anyone claiming this is so far away from the science it is ludicrous." This page, CC Nay Verse, is fast becoming a propaganda site that has no reference to the current body of science. Mark added, "If there was such a calamity happening, mainstream science would have no issue using the term. And feel free to point any reputable source that claims we are in a climate emergency. This would be a short list. These are institutionally affiliated climate research and education organisations. Links on the bottom. Oxford, without urgent action to halt the climate and ecological crisis, societies will be overwhelmed as the natural world comes apart. Oxford ECI. Cambridge. It is clear that we are in a state of climate emergency. Emily Shuckburgh, University of Cambridge. University of Cambridge, institutional news copy. If we are to avoid climate disaster, we must sharply reduce our carbon dioxide emissions starting today. MIT. Human actions have resulted in a climate crisis that threatens the systems that support life for all species. MIT Climate Action Plan. Stanford. Global climate change is unequivocal, almost certainly is caused mostly by us, already is causing significant harm and is growing rapidly. Stanford. Harvard. Climate change is an existential threat. Harvard University Center for the Environment. Yale Climate Connections. The climate crisis is here. It is inextricably intertwined with American national security, and it requires urgent, sweeping action. Yale Climate Connections Commentary. Cornell. We live in a world of the triple planetary crisis: environmental pollution, biodiversity loss, climate crisis. Cornell Cal's event description. Columbia. The climate crisis is worsening faster than predicted and requires serious action. Founding Dean Alex Halliday, Columbia Climate School. Columbia, climate change is an urgent challenge confronting society and our planet. Columbia Climate School. Columbia Climate School, institutional education page. The world requires knowledgeable leaders to work with businesses, communities, governments, and civil society to address the climate crisis. UCLA. Slowing the rapidly advancing climate crisis will require a historic effort. UCLA Institute of the Environment and Sustainability. University of Chicago. Climate change is an urgent global challenge. EPIC. Caltech, the Emerging Climate Crisis. Resnick Sustainability Institute. Princeton. As we confront the growing climate crisis, society must weigh potential pathways to net zero emissions. Princeton Environmental Research. UC Berkeley. The climate crisis is the pressing environmental issue of our generation. Berkeley Climate Change Network PDF. Royal Society. Urgent, sustained collective action is needed in order to address the global climate emergency. Royal Society. American Chemical Society. Aggressive policy action on all fronts is needed now to mitigate and minimize unavoidable global environmental changes. ACS Position Statement. National Academies, the evidence for current and future harm to human health and welfare created by human-caused GHGs is beyond scientific dispute. National Academies 2025. AIP-hosted history. The world's climate experts explained that we had reached the point of crisis. AIP, the discovery of global warming from the American Institute of Physics. Oxford.